Now, we all know that 21 Savage, his origin story is that he's a young roadman from the UK, but his brother is actually from a different region, and most of you had no clue. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into 21 Savage's little brother, 83 Savage. 83 Savage has recently made the news for terrorizing Atlanta.
Look at this video here. These alarming actions, why some people call him Machete Man. And lately, he's been the reason behind safety concerns in Atlanta's Kirkwood community, a community that's known for being edgy and having sort of a small town feel, but residents say their tolerance is being tested. Some business owners say the man is scaring off customers. The Fox 5 team's Dana Fowle is looking into this for us this morning. Dana is here. Dana, what have you learned about this man, why he's doing this, and the impact in the community?
Well, this story has so many layers, but let's start with the fact that he has knives, all sorts of knives, and he wields them in the front yard. He does it out in the street, and a nearby salon owner, really right next door, says it's frightening her customers, and the threats they've told police have escalated.
Now, tell me when you see 83, you didn't instantly think, okay, this man's a history buff, or he's just been on Netflix too much. He's been catching up with that Yasuke. He was inspired, and thus he went to go purchase katanas. Now, I don't think it was the second one. I think it's the first one. If you take a look at the definition of a sword dance, it's been a thing for years and years and years. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful form and everything. Even Tanjiro can't master the sun style. He's been trying so hard. His breathing just doesn't work. But this 83 Savage, he's on that. He already mastered it. He has all the forms down. As a matter of fact, he's already better than Tanjiro's dad.
Remembers the first time a knife-wielding man showed up on this block in this Kirkwood neighborhood.
Came back to the business, tried to warn all the clients and the staff that there was somebody out there who didn't look sane, whichever with a weapon.
Now let me stop you right there. She said he doesn't look sane. No insane person. She doesn't understand the precision and the concentration it takes to wield a sword, a katana, the way that he does. He's a master of the two-sword style. Do you think that any normal person can just pick up two swords and have ultimate concentration and cutting power? He obviously falls at the bottom of the diagram in the most big-brained section of humanity. He's up there in the 200 IQ percentile.
And however it looked, well, it didn't add up to breaking the law. Atlanta police, neighbors say, have been called repeatedly since he moved in over the summer, next door to the hair salon and to a candy shop.
We'd have a guy out there with swords and machetes and everything else.
That guy is
83 Savage.
Up with on the phone. Hi, is this Brandon Barkley? He said his daily routine of swinging knives around is a religious routine, nothing more. You're a passionate person who talks about God?
See, what did I tell you? It's cultural. It's just a sword dance. For hundreds of years now, humans have been forging swords and dancing with them. So this is just a Karen. Look at her. She's talking like a Karen. She's about to say that him doing what he's doing is threatening her customers or something along those lines.
Was threatening to hurt my clients if they parked in front of the house that he didn't rightfully own.
He's accused of being a squatter by Invitation Homes Management. They told...
Aha. You see, a true Ronin, a true samurai has no home. His katana and its sheath are the only home that his hollow soul needs.
Told Atlanta police they own the house on Hosea Williams Drive, not him. Invitation Homes filed to evict him in July, but the pandemic has slowed the process. In a counterclaim, Mr. Barkley said he's owed $5,000 from a couple he thought owned the home, but never brought him the lease. APD concluded it's a civil matter. The Kirkwood man told the Fox 5 I team he actually bought the house, paid cash to this same couple.
How much did you give them? You gave them $20,000?
He said he didn't have any paperwork to prove it, and the number he gave us for this couple, well, it's disconnected. Next door business owner Kelsey Womack says she's not concerned with who owns the home, but with how the person living there is behaving.
It's caused us to lose money. It's caused us to lose business.
You see, to me, it just seems like Karen can't handle someone taking her customers. It seems to me that the customers aren't leaving because they're scared, but because he's merely a better barber. He's a better spa. Why would you want someone to use a razor or clippers to cut your hair when someone can just straight up decapitate you with their katana and you don't have to ever worry about a headache, a haircut? You don't have to worry about no touch-ups. You won't ever need an edge again. See, I think she's mad that her business plan merely solves the problem temporarily, but he has a permanent fix, and she just can't compete with that type of offer.
Then there was the tipping point. Caught on the business surveillance camera, the machete man, well, he was carrying a new weapon. He told passersby it was a stun gun.
He was shocking the taser, however it works, and the client who's outside just said, do not come near me with that taser.
Now, I can understand the confusion, but those of us who are well versed in combat, when we hear the sound of electricity, 1,000 chirping birds, we just equate it to someone using some type of pyromancing and evolved pyromancing. So it's just lightning. It's obvious that these regular everyday humans and their non-combative minds, their submissive minds, they wouldn't understand the difference between a stun gun and his Chidori. But those of us who are well versed in combat, we can acknowledge that he obviously would not stoop to such a low level as to go get the stun gun, and it's obviously just him channeling his chakra and creating a ball of electricity. But like I said, we can't blame them for not knowing the difference.
Then 33-year-old Brandon Barkley pulled out something that callers to 911 believed was a gun. August 19th, Atlanta police finally arrested him. He was charged with aggravated assault.
Now, those of you who are wondering why I've been referring to Brandon as 83 Savage, it was revealed in the whenever they went to search his house that the largest sword in his collection was the Dragon Slayer, or Guts sword from Berserk, and it's 83 inches long. Thus, he got the nickname 83 Savage. Can you imagine being an active duty officer? You're searching someone's house and you find a fucking Dragon Slayer. I would probably rejoice and just be happy that I hadn't had to confront the man who wields that sword. Anyway, F in the chat, leave a like and subscribe. This is painful for me to have to say, but I think that we won't be hearing from Brandon for a little while. Also in the news, leave a like and subscribe. We should start a hashtag justice for Brandon, hashtag justice for 83, hashtag free Brandon, anything like that. Just spam it anywhere. We need to start a petition and have him released from Georgia Penitentiary. I don't think it's necessarily fair that he's incarcerated for religious purposes, and I don't think that America's justice system will give him justice, but if we're out here backing him, then there's no way that they won't.